Down with the Mafia. Oh boy, this game is so... Oh, hello. I didn't see you there. I can't really see much with these sunglasses on. A Hat in Time is another one of those games that came to us via Kickstarter. This project getting funded over 4 years ago, reaching roughly 10 times its initial goal. It's impressive stuff, but Kickstarter games have burned us over the years. Many of you are well aware, and honestly, I never gave this game a second glance. I knew it existed, but I never played the demos, or even watched any of the trailers. And full disclosure, Gears for Breakfast sent me a copy on PC, and going into the game knowing basically nothing, it was honestly pretty exciting. A Hat in Time had a lot of hype going for it, and I personally adore 3D platformers, so I had to check this game out, and... let's see if it lives up to the hype. I'm not taking this stuff off. Hat in Time tells the story of Hat Kid, a space-traveling girl who is, quote-unquote, hecking cute. On her travels back home, a member of the Mafia, yes, the Mafia, breaks into her ship, jettisoning the hero out towards the planet, as well as busting open her safe and scattering her fuel reserve of timepieces across the different lands. And, well, that's it. It's a super simple plot, and for a platformer that is based on collecting things, that's really all you need, a thing to collect and a reason to collect it. You do eventually get into a bit of a kerfuffle with this mustached girl named, Mustache Girl, but I don't want to spoil all of the surprises here. What's important then is to have a wide range of characters to interact with to keep things interesting in spite of a bare bones plot. And hoo boy, yeah, Hat in Time has plenty of that. Hat in Time has 4 main levels, though they're actually called chapters, which is a much more appropriate description. Each world not only provides you with a new location to explore, but completely unique subplots, characters, and even playstyles. The first area of Mafia Town features a large town to explore with a wide array of Mafia shenanigans to get yourself into. And immediately after that, Chapter 2, Battle of the Birds, throws you into a movie studio in the middle of 2 bird directors fighting amongst themselves for cinema supremacy. I think that's a bird, at least. After an opening mission, you then get to travel between both sets. Which one you want to go to first is up to you. You get to perform in their movies, and getting higher ratings plays a factor into how the final act plays out. And then, before you know it, you're in a dark and creepy forest. Emphasis on the creepy. Fulfilling contractual obligations from the boogeyman. Appreciate the callbacks to Thousand Year Door, by the way. And lastly, the 4th chapter is an open world area where you can tackle any obstacle you want in any order that you want, with plenty extra collectibles along the way for you to discover on your own. Aside from the concept of having a large area to explore, no 2 worlds feel alike, and this can even be said within single chapters. In one act, you're beating up the Mafia, which is still, that's just funny to me. And then in another, Mafia Town has been overflowed with lava and it's up to you to fix it. But before that, you enjoy a more peaceful, rainy atmosphere. And oh man, one of my favorites, there's an act where a murder happens on a train. Major Paper Mario vibes again here, by the way. And all of the detectives on the train are crows. A murder with crows. A murder of crows? I'm just really mad at how clever that is. Hat in Time keeps things fresh constantly in a way that 3D platformers don't typically do. Many GameCube and PlayStation 2 era platformers that this game is clearly taking inspiration from typically have a core idea and stick with it all the way through, fleshing it out as much as they possibly can. But you never really know what this game is going to throw at you next, aside from some really solid platforming, and that is awesome. So variety within worlds is definitely there, but how does the game play? Oh my god, it's so good! There is one core element to Hat Kid's control that makes her one of the most enjoyable characters to control in any 3D platformer, in my opinion. The combination of a dash, which can be used in midair, not unlike Super Mario Sunshine, and the ability to jump out of it, allowing you to land precise jumps no matter how fast you're moving. When in some of the game's larger areas, being able to just flow free without any feeling of restraint, oh, it feels amazing. You of course got a wall jump as well, and on top of that there's an unlockable grappling hook, adding in some more control options. But that really covers her moveset. The game doesn't overcomplicate things, just a small handful of different core abilities used in a variety of different ways once you start piecing them together back to back. As for the main gimmick, well, that's where the different hats that you can create by collecting yarn balls comes into play. Each one gives you access to a special ability. For example, the sprint hat lets you run, the ice hat lets you turn into an ice sculpture to pass by some obstacles, and oh man, I absolutely love the Dweller's Mask. This one lets you access otherwise inaccessible platforms, and it gets used really well later on in the game. Some of the platforming that you do with it really adds to that sense of flow I was talking about. And there's also a couple of badges that you can purchase too from this creepy, glitching looking fellow. These change up things slightly as well, like allowing you to collect items from slightly farther away. Or you could just give Hat Kid a scooter. God, this game is so hecking cute. Oh yeah. There's also a text adventure on your spaceship where you play as a corgi, and you know what? Just go for it yourself. It is really worth it. The controls really shine when it comes to the time rifts, these special areas that pop up within levels over time, and these are very clearly Mario Sunshine inspired as well, but having pure platforming sections on top of the main exploration levels gives the game even more variety in terms of playstyles without pulling out some weird nonsensical gimmicks. And man, even the boss fights are really good too. I really don't even want to show off many of them because they are worth experiencing on your own. The main boss for Subcon Forest, it's so good, and the music that accompanies it is amazing. Honestly, it may seem like I'm just raving for the sake of it, ignoring any potential negatives that I have, but really, nothing comes to mind. Exploration is constantly rewarding, the game strikes a great balance of challenge and exploration, the characters and the scenarios are instantly memorable, the soundtrack is really damn good, most of the game is voice acted, and that is really well done too, and did I say, the game is hecking cute? Sure, sometimes the camera can be kind of annoying, but it is so rare of an occurrence that it's barely worth mentioning. That about covers the negatives. Aesthetically, Hat in Time is fantastic. Every single act has unique artwork preceding the gameplay, and each piece is great. Check out how cool she looks with these dual sunglasses on. You can unlock color swaps and new designs for your hats to give you just a little bit of customization, and when it's raining, she's wearing a poncho! This game is so hecking cute! And the cherry on top of everything I've mentioned thus far, not only will there be more chapters coming with downloadable content, but Gears for Breakfast is embracing mod support on PC. From open worlds to challenge levels, people are going to be able to upload their own creations. And considering how many people already speedrun this game, the content that we're gonna get from the fans is going to be awesome. Man, it really came out of nowhere for me, but Hat in Time is so damn good. And right about now I can already hear the question you're readying to ask, do I think the game is better than Yooka-Laylee? I get it, there were two major 3D platformers that released in 2017, courtesy of Kickstarter, and the one with the chameleon and bat wasn't really as good as some people hoped. To answer the question, yeah, I liked Hat in Time a whole lot more, but I liked Yooka-Laylee too. The 3D platformer genre is all about variety, and if we want that genre to have the effort put into it that we claim that we want, you can't just automatically dismiss one once another one comes out. Crash Bandicoot came back from the dead, and we are on the cusp of Super Mario Odyssey. If you ask me, that's a pretty good year for 3D platformers. Now all we need is Spyro. Currently, it's a little bit tough to say where this game stacks up compared to the other great 3D platformers of multiple time periods, especially with more content coming, hopefully shortly. But at the moment, God, this game is so good. At the end of the day, rest easy, Kickstarter warriors. A Hat in Time is nothing short of fantastic. Now, if you excuse me, I'm gonna go back to the game.